Welcome back to beating Elden Ring with all 402 weapons, and today's weapon is another Twitch channel point redeem, and the chosen weapon was Loretta's War Sickle. Loretta's War Sickle is my 15th halberd out of 18 in this series. You get it after you defeat the real Loretta at Halictory. It has the rare uppercut R1 moveset shared with Guardian Sword Spear and Bold Blade of the Bud. It has Loretta's Slash as the weapon skill, split physical and magic damage, it's non-infusible, and scales with Strength, Dex, and Int. This run will be done in New Game Plus, and I chose my Twin Blade save file, which was the previous run in the challenge. We already killed Loretta in that run, so I had the weapon in my inventory, and I went straight to the Roundtable Hold to buy her armor set as well. Then we needed to respec, and I chose to first get high strength and Int, while still getting quite a lot of Dex too. I chose to keep 200 Sword Talisman for New Game Plus, and also Warrior Charm, so we could later on get Shard of Alexander, which is the better version. Everything else in my inventory I sold, as always before my New Game Plus runs, and then we were ready to start the actual run. For new viewers, here are the rules of the challenge. But now, sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah, we are heavy rolling again, but I think it's gonna be fixed to it. Getting rid of the gauntlets for the early game. Why don't I just use cheat engine? Because I don't want to. Part of the fun for me in this challenge is getting all the weapons in their natural locations. That has been the rule since day one. Adds another layer completely, and I actually like it. I prefer it this way. Although it means New Game Plus runs for some weapons, but also, for example, a weapon like this would struggle so much without New Game Plus. Yeah, let's get rid of the second tele. Because like this requires 20 strength, 20 int, and 15 dex, but not even just the requirements, but it scales with 3 stats. So if you're gonna start this with a fresh character and use this weapon, it's gonna suck so much in the beginning. This is a great example of a weapon that is definitely designed for New Game Plus, if you wanna use it from the beginning. Shouldn't it also be already at plus 10 if it starts at New Game Plus? Well, not necessarily. I don't wanna do that, because then I think it would be too easy. I mean, you could immediately go plus 10 for New Game Plus, but that would make the early game a bit too easy. Because even though the bosses in the early game are scaled up, have more HP and whatnot, if you go in with a full setup of all talismans and fully upgraded weapon, it's just too easy. It destroys all the early game bosses. So what I like to do is go in New Game Plus with all the levels, yes, like a lot of levels. I am currently level 146, but non-upgraded weapon, and I keep like 1 or max 2 talismans. I also need to get everything again in New Game Plus, which also makes it more fun for me. Otherwise, New Game Plus is just too easy. To each their own, of course, but I actually like and prefer doing New Game Plus like this. Also, if I always just spawned the weapon at the start of the run, I don't know, I feel like it would get boring real quick. I would have gotten boring a long time ago. Also, shut up, Kenneth. Because like, then there's no real variety. I just get the weapon for free in the beginning and do the exact same route every single time, basically. I don't know, I just find this much better solution. Much more enjoyable way to play the game, to do it legit. Yeah, it also has the Guardian Sword Spear moveset. Shittier halberd R2 though. I'm just not gonna use this that much. I feel like the weapon skill is gonna serve as my charge weapon pretty much. Most likely I'm going to R1 smash and occasionally do the weapon skill, or use the weapon skill. I guess we get into EG, we upgrade, and then we can just simply kill Marge. Should be a rather quick New Game Plus run, I guess. Also, what up, Topes? The weapon itself also looks kinda nice. I like the visuals, very like clean. Overall super clean. Super clean weapon and armor set as well, besides the helmet. And the moveset is clean. The weapon skill itself is like clean. Clean is the best word to describe it. Hopefully I can get clean fights as well. That's what matters the most. Bang bang bang, plus 4. I don't know if I should have went actually first strength and dex and only then int, actually, now that I think about it. Well, too late for that. Too late for that. Would have been better for the physical damage, and probably the physical damage is what matters here, more than the magic damage. Let's go to Roundtable Hold, because why not, and then we fight Marge. I still think I wanna go with Thorny and Magic tier, honestly. Let's see how this goes. Of course, new game plus Margit, so can't have too high expectations for the damage. Clean. Honestly, the weapon skill... Oh, I didn't mean to repost immediately, but yeah, the weapon skill seems to have okay damage already. It's very backloaded though. All the damage comes from second slide, or second slash pretty much. Damn it. Yeah. Not my cleanest Margit, but was okay, good start. Have to get used to the moveset and like when is it best to go for the weapon skill and when to use R1s and how many R1s. We can equip Warrior Char now, I think. Like a bit of a hybrid build. And straight to Godrick. Could I jump over this with the skill? No, but... Okay, so it has a very good hyper armor. That's actually something I didn't even think about. Is it even like super armor? Shit. Honestly, it might be like super armor even. I haven't been interrupted by anything.
I am the Lord.
That would be cool. I would need endurance for the armor set, but I'm getting Godrick's Great Rune. Well, I think I want Dex actually. Yeah, it's not good for me anymore. I need to stop doing such heavy wheezes. I need to go for some chill ones. Also, watch this. Damn it. Difficult to get finals. It would have been so cool. I think my timing was pretty good actually, but there wasn't enough movement to dodge it with that. But indeed it looks like it has super armor because I didn't even flinch from that. Also, that was new game plus Margit and Godrick. Now the damage should get better. And we're gonna upgrade to +6 as well. Pop that and we should be med loaded. The thing about R1 smashing is sometimes when you don't want to repose, you accidentally get that. Or at least I do. I wasn't meant to repose there, but I forgot that. Of course, if I try to R1, it's going to repose. That's +6. Good. On to Radahn. This is a true damage check now for the game plus. That was a mistake. Ooh. Almost one cycle though. Very well timed stagger. Yeah, not bad. All thanks to the stagger though. Still promising. Like I still haven't like kinda found the way to play with this weapon.
One hit.
Let's get a Ritzo sword. And then the DDS we are honestly flying. Okay, yeah. It's not bad. Let's get more decks. I think Talisman will be Magic Scorpion Charm. Makes more sense thematically than Millicent Prosthesis. And I don't know about multi-hit proccing with this moveset. And that means we can kill Loretta twice. If only you could use this weapon skill on Torrent. Make Torrent fly too, that would be peak. But no. Not allowed. Actually wonder whether I should use Stonecraft here. Shit, really. Oh. That was unexpected stagger. What the hell? Did not think that I could get that. Oh, it was this attack? Oops. Yeah, not bad damage again. Still just unsure how to play with this weapon. It's also slash damage. Suboptimal against DDS. Like, I don't know, halberds overall are just a bit awkward because R1 isn't like quite fast enough. And this R2 is just never been a big halberd enjoyer. The running attack is kinda nice, but yeah, the thrust moveset, that's different. Like, I actually like Commander's Standard quite a lot. Yeah, I remember liking that one. What other halberds have that moveset? No, all halberds don't have this spinning charge R2. Most of them do, but Knight Rider's Glaive has a slam charge R2 and fucking hell, what's the weapon I just used that has that too? Lucerne, yeah. Yeah. Lucerne has a different R2. Dragon Halberd has pokes. Oh, does it? I've forgotten, but maybe it does, yeah. And Banished Knight Halberd. That's another one I liked a lot, but with that one, admittedly, all I really did was spinning strike spam. Right, yeah, Golden Halberd. That one also has the better charge heavy, so they're awesome. When it comes to halberds, I definitely prefer the poke R1 moveset, which like Dragon Halberd and Commander Standard have, and then the slam down R2. I don't think there's a weapon with both of those though, which is sad. This R1 moveset is like okay. Looks pretty cool, but I don't know, I'm just personally not the biggest fan. Well, now Goldfrey. Try to jump over that with weapon skill. Oh, it worked. Nice. Still too slow, but it worked. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, okay. So you do lift yourself with this weapon skill. But like, yeah, honestly, if only there was a halberd with the better R2, but the better R1 moveset too. Now that would be peak. More decks, and yeah, now we can get FortiTalisman, and yeah, I'm gonna get Magic Scorpion Charm. Say what you want, but I like it, and I want it. Yeah, I don't know, I just also feel like halberds are sort of a weird middle ground weapon. Well, they don't have heavy enough attacks to go for some proper big bonks. But also not fast enough attacks to go for multi-hit buffs. Basically worst of both worlds. Once again, it's fine if somebody likes halberds. Just my personal opinion, really. Some halberds are still cool, and there are good SFR options, admittedly. Loretta versus Loretta, part 1. That was unlucky. Fake Retta versus Ghost Retta. I mean, yeah. Wannabe Retta versus Blueretta.
Like thee, heed not, I'm sure.
Together.
Together!
Now I shall answer. What? Oh. Good. You go on. Yes, yeah, please. The ski.
What talisman acquired? Magic Scorpion. This is probably the final talisman setup, although we will actually get Shard of Alexander later, when we can. Good, Anakin, good. Yeah, now Morgott, we have the shackle. Where's my shackle? Me forgot. Nice. I mean, yeah, the weapon skill seems to get alright damage. Ah. What? What the fuck was that? Looked like a fucking modded version of Morgott. Now that was weird. Yeah, I don't like the end lag after using the skills. It takes a little while before you can roll. It would be very nice if you could roll immediately after you land, you know? But there is like a second before you can do anything. Bit of a shame. Let's get more decks. Still, yes. And to the mountain tops. Still deadless, I guess. If nothing else, we can hunt for the Deadless Space Game DLC. Whee! +9. Alright, fight chance time. Yeah, that is decent. A little bit too early stagger though, but good damage. No complaints. Wait, who? Fire Giant having 80% magic resist? No, he does not. Pretty sure there's no single enemy in the game with that high magic resistance, other than Renala. Well, maybe Glintstone Dragons, that could be, I don't know. Honestly, pretty good. Yeah, Headless Fire Chant. Quite quickly as well, and that's just basic R1 smashing with occasional weapon skills. And like, this isn't any sort of crazy build either. It's okay, talismans and tears, but magic is overall a very solid damage type. I believe none are weak to that, but also almost no boss resist it. Okay, still more dex. I want 60 dex too. Godskin Duo. Once again, I guess I could hit them at the same time with the weapon skill, but there's probably no point. There's probably no point in doing so. Oh, well, I did it anyways, on accident. That's kind of fine though. Oh god, the weapon skill was doing great there. How does that hit me? I was definitely... Oh god. Okay, bro. What a cursed noble, but okay. Whatever. You know what, you deserve to go back to sleep after all that. Good damage. Just very cursed. Very cursed beginning for that, but whatever. Even the R1 mashing is simply tearing them a new one. Any spawners? How did I whiff that bad? It's going for a cool finisher and I whiffed! Oh my god, what a cursed Godskin Duo fight. Now we can also get Shadow of Alexander for a little bit higher damage with the skill, which is nice. And of course, plus 10 weapon. So that's plus 10, very good. Speaking of the first DLC run, this is my first ever DLC playthrough. Oh, this is the one. No, it wasn't even this one. But to get this many basically in a row was also it was devastating. I think this is the one. Yeah. Oh, now that's a classic. That's the original classic against Consort Radahn. And then again. We are both 1 HP, but he was a little bit faster. I fucking can't. Good times. That was also in the middle of the night. Probably like 3-4 AM. I had been fighting Consort for like whole day. Couldn't quite beat him. I actually needed to give up and go to bed. And then immediately in the morning I got him. Yeah, that was also pre-nerf Radahn. Man, the feeling of playing DLC for the first time. I love replaying this game. It has great replayability, but nothing beats the first experience. In your first runs. Okay. Now that's the final talisman setup. And straight to Maliketh. What the hell? Okay, what is going on? Lost the rhythm. Dragon Lord Placidus X, thank you for the prime. Much appreciated. Nice, good stagger. Okay, yeah. Still, like, the damage is not bad. I'm actually surprised by the amount of damage we can do with not the greatest scaling. But still, I feel like, I don't know, it's more about just halberds in general. Fighting is just so awkward with them. Okay, Gideon. Let's see how good the weapon skill is against NPCs. It probably should be pretty good. I'd imagine so, at least.
To become Elden Lord.
Nice.
What a sad state of affairs. Commend your speed at the last. None will take the throne. Queen Margit, however.
Oh, perfect roll catch. Nice. Oh, that was good. Is that a true combo? It probably is. Godfrey. Let's try to jump some attacks with the weapon skill. Would be peak. Probably can't jump the first one with the weapon skill, but I might as well try. Yeah, no. You can jump that with a jump. Yeah. Nice whiffing, bro. Damn. I got interrupted there, but I wasn't in the air. I think while you're in the air with the weapon skill, you have super armor, but not for the full Asher form. Morgott. Alright, Brother Beast. Ah, fuck. I keep getting hit by everything because the moves are just... Yeah. keep thinking it's quicker than what it actually is. The end lag of the weapon skill is kinda annoying. Wow. And because I keep getting hits, I lose my rhythm in the fights. Healing in the mid of the fight is so annoying, like I'm too... like I don't have the patience for that. I keep going for heal timings that aren't actually safe. Nice whiff, mate. What? Oh, nice dagger. I'll send him up. It's also a light jump, but still a stagger. GG's. I mean, I don't know what happened against Radagon, but it wasn't even only Radagon. I kept getting hit by a lot of bosses. Simply because I just can't wrap my head around the moveset, and like, I keep greeding, I keep thinking that I can sneak in more R1s than what I actually can with the halberd. With the halberd moveset. Well, there's 60 strength, dex, and int. Onwards. Mohg next. We do want to eventually go to Halictry again and kill Loretta. Because Loretta versus Loretta needs to happen, so might as well go through Consecrated Snowfields. Still deadless base cam, yeah, actually. That's weird, because I got hit more than usually. But still, I didn't die a single time. Surely easy castle solo skip. Well, there goes Deathless. And there we go. I scuffed it. Still don't understand the hitbox with the Prevention branch. Well, okay, that works too, I guess. The other one was doing enough work. Okay, that was cool. Nice. Now that was cinema. Happy with that. There we go. Like, I've been trying to go for some cinema moments before, but I've failed like every single one pretty much. Alright, Mohg in time. quite close actually, the one cycle. Again, I was trying to get a stagger, but it's really hard to time the stagger. Usually he eats the stagger with the nihil. With stagger, I definitely would have been able to get one cycle. Oh well, not bad. Once again, I would like to die to a boss though. It'll be stupid if Castle Soul Skip is the only dead. Surely not. Surely not. 1 million runes. Holy. Mohg for the DLC, I guess. And I think I'm going to skip Relana. In all honesty, because I think I have 2 of the worst damage types against her. Slash and magic.
Interfere not with my business.
He's still more big. He is weak to slash, yeah, so it should be pretty good damage. I've had a lot of slash weapons lately, by the way. Not bad. How does that weave? Now that's a scam. That would have been so much damage, but no. Wow. Flew over him and then whiffed. Unbelievable. How was that early? Okay. Pretty good damage, yes. One very scuffed whiff. Not bad. Alright, Gaius. Yeah, I was late with that. Let me just restart that one. Over 1k with like 1 R1 slash is not bad. Weapon skill is a bit too slow here. Oh, nice dagger. Excellent timing. Peek. Nice. Not bad. Glad I restarted that. Okay, Romina. Halberd versus Halberd. That roll attack is also a bit stupid. If she goes up against the wall. Yeah. It's kinda dumb. Yeah. Eclipse, thank you for the raid. Hope your stream went well. And welcome, welcome. Right. I have not even used Mohg's Pokey Stick yet. So not sure what are you seeing, Alexa, but I haven't done that. That was cool. Nice. I mean, the weapon isn't bad. It just doesn't excite me. Cinema. Peak. Is this the last fight? No. I need to do at least Loretta versus Loretta in the Helic Ring. And since we're gonna fight Loretta, I might as well fight Malenia too, honestly. Leda time. I think I need to get rid of my gauntlets for this. Do not heavy roll.
Don't you dare.
And dance you there. Oh, that was scary.
I will reveal the marrow of my soul. Its needles that will stick you into death.
Choose a number between 1 and 3. Oh no, this again. Do we have any troll weapons in there? Is it me or chat who gets to choose? I choose no troll. Okay, I trust you then. Out of 1 and 3, I'm going to say number 1. I'm waiting. Patiently. Ooh, nice. Backhand blade. 100,000 channel points have been used once again, this time by Powerful Wrath and Backhand blade. Thank you. That's a cool one. Yeah, 4th redeem in a row. Crazy, crazy streak. Well, Backhand blades for weapon number 263 then. Now we finish up things with Loretta's War Sickle though. Consort Radahn. Let's go. just quick enough. That was a little bit scary. Really? Ah. Nice Ritzo sword. Why did you not just do this immediately? GG's. Yeah, good set helped here to negate some damage. Well, GG's. Loretta versus Loretta next. Time for cinema. Or something like that. I don't have a horse to use, not here anyways. Which is rather annoying. Oh wow. Can't do these spells either. Yeah, this is the one that I wish I had. That one right there would be so cool if the Ashafar was actually that, and you could choose whether you could do just one part of that, or 2 parts of that, or the full 3 things. Maybe also make it a little bit faster for the Tarnished, because that combo takes forever, of course. But would be cool. Especially cool if you could do it on torrent. How is that even possible? Oh well, that's my second death that I wanted to get. If it wasn't for the Castle Soulscape, it would have been deadless until that point, and that would have been a funny that would have been a funny way to lose the deadless run. Sub 4 hours for base game DLC and Malenia is kinda nuts if that happens. I don't know how good the weapon skill is here. I guess I'm gonna try it, but is it a true combo against Malenia? Maybe sometimes. I did not have room to run away from that. Oh, of course. Nah, that was sad. I kinda even, yeah, I figured it might be Waterfall. It looked like she might do that, but I didn't realize that I don't have room to run away from that. I should have dodged differently. Backshot. Oh my god, really? That's karma. Karma from the backshot. Okay, she did not like the backshot. Somehow I messed that up. Yeah, there's not much stance damage with the weapon skill. It's like 22 according to facts, right? I think. Is that time already? Unsure. I think it's not. Okay. Not sure even what happened with the Scarlet Aeonium last time, but whatever. Wasn't fully paying attention, I guess. That's like Chino from Demo, as the kids say nowadays. I almost fucking died to that waterfall. But GG's. There we go. Still need to practice that close range waterfall. I don't know. I know in theory, actually. What I did there is like, sort of, right? But not quite. Time to rate it. Also interesting. Good damage most of the time. No complaints there. Which is actually, I don't know if I even had an optimized build, it was close to that, but also with that scaling I did not expect high damage at all. But the damage wasn't the issue. It was more like the moveset actually, just not my thing. Plus the weapon skill was okay, good against anything that it can stun, but there's a little bit of end lag. At the end of that, you can't immediately roll, so it wasn't quick enough for many things. There wasn't really quick enough options, but also not heavy enough options. Yeah, the Ash itself maybe could be better with another weapon. I can see an argument for B tier, but I think for me this is like C+ in terms of how much I personally enjoyed it. Because even if I'm looking at the B, like when I'm looking at the B-, even the low B- weapons, these are pretty good. Most of them quite fun. I think it fits very well together with the winged sides. With the similar animation actually. Yes sir. To fix this weapon, change the Ashafar a bit for an actual unique Ashafar, I think. Something that Loretta has. Change the scaling a bit. And give the slam down R2 for this one.